Yo, what's up, everybody? They took away my little intro. It goes cha-ching. So, cha-ching. Hope you're all doing well. Uh, all my dudes. I mean that in the most non-binary way. Uh, what up? We got 20 people in. Just want to wait a minute. Meanwhile, RIP to Dusty Hill and ZZ Top. Sad day for music. What up, Doug? And respect to Simone Bliss. I'm sorry, Simone Biles, the gymnast that stepped out. What up, John? Overgrow the world, my friend. Um, but seriously though, I watched this. And I hope you guys have been enjoying the last two content. God, I hate seeing this shit. That Tom and I made. He came over last week to Seattle, hanging out for a couple days. We did tour a couple of hash places. What up, Robin? And then we recorded some stuff and put it out there. So I hope you guys dug that. Tom's on vacation. I was out camping. That's why all this stuff's pre-recorded, but I'm obviously not camping now. So I'm just I had this stuff. So last week I saw this video and I was going to talk about it. And Tom asked me, please, tone it down a bit. And honestly, what up, Michael? Honestly, though, if I did do this video last week, it'd just be nothing but F-bombs. I mean, that's all. I mean, it's what prohibition does to you, right? Or the ignorance of prohibition. You're just like, it's hard to keep a good what up, Gunmo? So we're gonna watch this together. You're gonna be mad, you're gonna be irate, you're gonna be, but I think it's important for me to go through this because I gotta put the energy out there. I gotta put this this knowledge or whatever, and let's just go through this together and we can be hateful together. All right, let's push play. Hope you all can hear this. If you don't, let me know so I can see. So this mofo, this again, watching my words. This mother trucker. Just watch. Worst circle jerk ever. All right, let me get out of this. Someone says I can't hear. Let me just try and pull out of this. See if I can stop the screen and share it again. You know, it's just technical shits. So let's try this again. Boop, 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 boop.
Brandon Sheely.
Can you hear that now?
When you work together, good things happen. And that's what happened in this particular investigation. These guys were known as the Bell Gang. Today
okay, so first off, he's identifying these guys as like the Bell Gang, like giving this like nefarious feeling about them, right?
Talk about the Bell Gang has the Bell Gang blues because they're locked up in the county jail. But let me tell you how this began. It goes back.
Oh, great. Just what you want a cop to do is just tell you a freaking story.
As far as March of 2020, when FDLE and Lake Wales Police Department were investigating a group of people that were dealing in cocaine, methamphetamine, and cannabis.
All right, on the record, I'm not pro cocaine and methamphetamine, but again, he used a proper noun as cannabis, but we're not done.
You know, all three low-level nonviolent drugs.
Right there, low-level nonviolent. Yo, when was the last time you went to a cocaine march? Anybody? Can anybody tell me the pro-meth constituency out there? Do we have this? I mean, just let me know. This Florida. What do you, Sean? This is Florida, bro. Oh, Florida.
People want you to think are low-level nonviolent drugs.
Low-level non. I've never heard someone say cocaine's a low-level nonviolent drug.
In November of 2020, the sheriff's office was investigating a gentleman by the name of James McClain. And as we did our deconfliction on the investigation, our
big words, deconfliction,
our undercover detectives determined that we were all working the same group of people. So
how does this work around? Like they're all like sitting around the bar, drinking, doing shots, and they're like, "Hey, Bob, working a case with over there in Polk. Yeah, same wing, Phil. Holy shit, we're all in the same case. Come on now. I bet you there's more both.
So we began a joint investigation. Now let's fast forward.
Joint.
As this investigation occurred, our detectives thought the best way to deal with this is with what we call a Title III in federal courts or 934 in state courts. It's a wiretap. It's where we listen to their phones. We go online with them with a court order. So our detectives working together.
I love how they just normally talk about how they were just like listening to these folks, like just monitoring them and like, ooh, this is how we're policing. This is how we're big on crime. You're asking where Tom's at. He just got back from vacation, so we'll be doing it again there soon. But let's go back.
In February of 2021, went up on the first telephone. And they went
Oh yeah, this shit gets cringy right here. Watch.
up on the phone of James McLean. James is 34 years of age. He goes by the street name of Mook. He was dealing in meth, cannabis, and he was a major distributor for the Lake Wells area. And interestingly enough, during the investigation, James told our undercover folks when they asked him.
Now, this fact is really weird. He talks about like the color of the meth blue. Like that's not this. I think he added some shit because I mean, again, I'm not pro meth, pro cocaine, but I've grown up. I'm an adult who lives in America who's been outside of goddamn house, and meth comes in different colors. I mean, you can look it up, watch fucking Breaking Bad, do what you want, but I think this is complete utter bullshit what he's about to say right now.
Why is this methamphetamine blue? He said, oh, we dyed it blue in recognition of the Democrat Party, of the Democrats. Now, I'm not sure the Democrat Party would be proud of that, but that's why it was blue.
I don't think you dye meth. I mean, okay, again, I am not a meth proponent, but bullshit fact, I think.
According to him. From that telephone, they listened into Vincent Thomas. That was the second phone they went up on. He's also, as you see on our chart here, he's 35. He's a major distributor in and around the Lake Wells area. And he's also a rapper. He's known as...
Let me just throw this out there too, because one of my biggest frustrations about doing activism and just being an adult in America, every state, when I've traveled this country, I know where the bad neighborhoods are. I can get meth, cocaine, or whatever the hell I want, or go to a bar and get beer. But the thing is, policing is not policing because you already know where most of the bad shit is, like where to get it. Like undercover, like during medical times, their undercover was like making a legal purchase at a freaking pot shop by using the dispensary script. Right, the thing that everybody else is doing, just dumb shit. So, anyways, back.
Known as Cheese, and you'll hear more about him in just a second. And then the third one, whose phone we went up on, was Patrick Fields. Patrick Fields is known as Big Pat. He's also a rapper. In fact, on the street, he's known as Big Pat.
And I love how this knucklehead cop is calling these guys rappers. Like I mean, like they got a SoundCloud thing. What's your like, what's your definition of like they're a rapper? And not just that. It seems to me, this was the other thing that I wanted to get out was this whole press conference is a stigma. This is a racial stereotype stigma, and you'll see.
Pat bank account. That's right. If you look to see their cars, you see that they're bragging about jewelry and guns.
But doesn't everybody who has guns and jewelry, like the NRA, like doesn't like the whole Republican Party brag about guns? Isn't that a thing? Isn't there a whole like the gun is my right bullshit? Anyways.
They're really proud. And then I always like to talk about Earl Thomas. Now, Earl Thomas is the father to Vincent.
Oh, this is where I want to punch this guy in the nose. Just watch.
Like father, like son. What do you think about the county jail? Well, son, you got me in trouble again.
This mother
That's
sucker.
right. Like father, like son, only Vincent is the distributor and Earl was selling drugs on the street level at his car wash. See you later, son. Give me a kiss.
Like a massive puppeteer. Fucking moron.
Now, what did this result in? Well, we charged 32 people criminally. 29 of them have been arrested. 3 are still at large, and you can see we've designated the ones that are at large. So, hey, you can go ahead and turn yourself in, or you're just going to go to jail tired from running, but you're going to jail.
Yeah, because that's how that works.
We served 8 search warrants, 7 of them in Lake Wales, and 1 of them in the Frostproof area. On one of the search warrants, we had to use a SWAT team because when we went there, the guy threatened to commit suicide and he held himself hostage. But after a while, we were able to get him out of the house with.
Yeah, that's why you call a SWAT team, because one guy was ready to take his life. Like, the cops don't care. But anyways.
Out there being.
Oh, speaking of, did you hear about the SWAT team that sat in front of a house in Tennessee, threw cans in there to do a warrant? Turns out the guy wasn't even in the house. I mean, this is where policing's at. We need better education, better procedures.
Any injuries. It was touch and go for a few minutes, but once again, we had our best trained deputies and law enforcement officers there, and we were able to work through that.
Like cartoon cops.
We seized 11 firearms. 2 of them were reported stolen to us. So let me.
All right, here's the part. Smoke them up. You got them. This is gonna piss you off. This again. If you're a cannabis consumer, if you believe in cannabis is a nonviolent crime and no one's died ever unless like you count like 1 billion pounds following somebody, this is gonna piss you off.
I'll let you see this.
A gun. Is it a gun? That's a gun. That's a gun.
And let me let you see the marijuana.
Just the marijuana.
And Chris, can you hold that for me, Chief? And then you tie that
with money.
To the money.
Holy shit! We got a freaking.
And then there's people out
Sherlock
here
Holmes
every day in the media saying, "Oh, this marijuana."
Hey, knucklehead! It's the law that makes that gun and happen. That's what happens, knucklehead.
Is low-level non-violent.
Did he have to read that? Did he have to just read low-level non-violent? Hold on, you illiterate monkey.
And then there's people out here every day in the media saying, "Oh, this marijuana is low-level non-violent."
Dumb monkey.
People are dying because of that. And it's not low-level non-violent.
It's the law, you jackass.
And neither is the other drugs. You think about that the next time somebody tells you cocaine, methamphetamine,
I still love
marijuana, it's just low-level non-violent. They're lying to you.
Yes, this is it, Jake.
So let's look at their previous charges.
Didn't pull up the meth.
Or previously
didn't bring up the coke.
Convicted felons. They had a total of 314 previous felonies, 331 misdemeanors for a total of 645 previous crimes.
Maybe that says something about your area. Maybe that says something about the community that you need to involve in. Maybe better infrastructure when it comes to training for jobs, vocational. There are things that we can do to help each other.
Well, that didn't seem to teach them that they need to go by society's rules. So here's what our Lake Wales FDLE agents, Lake Wales police officers, and our detectives from the sheriff's office did. We added another 301 felonies, 134 misdemeanors, and 435 total charges. We seized $88,000 in cash, $89,000 in jewelry.
You can't text, man.
And street value, we seized $283,000 in narcotics. $460,000.
Taxman, this is why I wanted to watch this with you guys and just put this energy out there. And look, I'm about to lose a lot of people because I just don't have time for bullshit anymore. Like I used to have hair, and there's so much bullshit that's been going on for the past couple of years, right? With like COVID, misinformation bullshit. This is the kind of person I could see saying January 6th was a vacation, like a holiday, right? Like, I'm just tired. There's no time for bullshit no more. Like, we need to just get our shit together and go on because we can do this. I mean, there's so much but as long as people like this a-hole exists, this is one of the bigger hurdles. I love everybody, but there's a good portion of the population that just live in this little like ignorant jackass hole.
Worth. And they were marketing themselves, as you might well expect that they would. In fact, they were marketing themselves because they look cool in the community. And
because that's why people do things. They look cool. It has nothing to do with money and living, sustainable wages. I mean, isn't that why you do things? Isn't that why you wake up and decide you're going to go to work and do things? Is because you want to look cool? No, it's because we have shit to do and we have to take care of our daily lives. It has nothing to do. These guys, granted, they were making money, and again, show me where that pro meth, pro cocaine march is at, and I'll be sure not to go there. But the thing is, I'm all about decriminalization. All cannabis is number one. I don't know if anybody knows about Dr. Carl Hart. He actually uses heroin and talks about the decriminalization of all drugs. And again, our perception of drugs is just wrong, at least American perception. We'll go on.
We'll show you some video of the vehicles they had. That's right. They thought they were cool. Well, how cool are you today? Can y'all make up a rap song about this? Well, I'll help you out.
That guy's like a boner killer.
You see, we got you gold. We put your tail
fucking stereotypes
in the county jail. You think about that, brothers. And you know what? That's you're just down talking. You're just down talking, acting like you're better than someone, using like my brothers. You could call it the Blue Gang, the Bell Gang Blue rap song. How's that? You may think it's cool, but it'll end up with you arrested every time. Who wants to get lectured by a church lady? Like this is what we come down to in America. It's not bad if you got it legal. Jackass. And isn't that evidence? Did he just take evidence of where? I want to give my colleagues a chance to talk. I explained they didn't have to do the rap song. Of course not. But we are all excited because it took a lot of work by a lot of great detectives. A lot of work of what? Eavesdropping? That's all you did. That's what you said. You said you eavesdropped and then you made purchases. I mean, so that's enough. It just so much stupid. There's so much stupid and ignorance packed in just this one little. I mean, you can watch it here. I can share the link in the chat if you want to watch it later on your own accord to get a hemorrhoid. I mean, I don't know why you want to do that, but you know what? I'm all about enabling everybody to have their own opinion. But yeah, I mean, this guy just perpetrates stereotypes and ignorance, and the Polk County Police are just that, man. So yeah, hey man, I really appreciate you guys joining me, hanging out, do the liking and subscribing and all that stuff, and check out, I'm gonna post another one. Tom was on John Stossel. Check him out. He does a little weedy regulations they talk about, and I just posted that in the comments. So yeah, man, hope you guys are smoking some good, having a good one, and catch you guys later.